I have explained you mixtures in the last class. The properties with comparison, I have explained you. These are the compound properties and I have explained you the mixture properties. So can anyone tell me what are mixtures? Aditya, can you tell?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, mixtures are type of matter which are two or more pure substances. Mixture
Two or more pure substances mixed together
in any proportion.
in any proportion, right? So in any proportion, when two or more substances mix together, that we call as mixture. And here there is a proportion is not fixed and composition also not uniform. Okay. So others, can you tell me the examples of mixtures? Ayush, one example.
Mixture example is salt water.
Salt and water. Okay, when salt is dissolved in water, we will get the mixture. One. Then Arinjay. Arinjay. Any other example? Ashish, I am asking everyone. Arinjay, can you hear me? I'm not getting your voice. Yes, Ashish?
Lemonade.
Lemonade, that is okay. Lemonade. Lemonade is a mixture of
Ma'am, lime juice, water or soda
lime juice, water or soda.
along with salt or sugar.
Okay. Deepika?
Air,
Air is a mixture of
oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen.
oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen. Hydrogen in traces it is present, not always in a mole, but it is a nitrogen is in a maximum quantity.
Yes.
Okay. Then Diya. Vidyut, no need to raise. Vidyut, no need to raise the hand. I am asking everyone.
Ma'am, can you tell me what we are discussing? Because I was in another meeting.
Mixture.
Oh,
Examples
ma'am,
of
sand.
mixture.
Ma'am, sand.
Sand is a mixture of
Ma'am, seashells and various sand particles or soil particles which come with water.
okay. Then Ritvik,
Yes, ma'am.
example of mixture.
Ink.
What?
Ink.
That is a mixture of yes, that is a mixture of so you need to know the mixture of what it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Think of that first. Ritvik,
Yes.
I'm coming back to you again, Ritvik. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, milk.
Milk is a mixture of
Ma'am, proteins, fats, and ma'am, I think that's all.
vitamins, minerals, water. 80% of water is present in it.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Okay. Kaushal,
Sanitizer,
mixture of
alcohol and glycerin.
alcohol, glycerin. Okay. Lohit,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, mixture example.
Ma'am, cement,
Cement is a mixture of
sand, water, and gravel.
sand, water, and gravel. Okay. Manish,
Ma'am, sugar solution,
sugar solution, mixture of
sugar and water.
sugar and water. Okay. Nachiket,
Ma'am, seawater.
seawater, mixture of
Ma'am, salt, chemicals.
salt. Which chemicals?
Ma'am,
Salt is a chemical. Yes.
ma'am, gases.
Gases. Okay. Which gas?
Ma'am, oxygen.
Oxygen. Okay. Carbon dioxide is not there.
It's there.
It's there. So right. Tell all those. Navika.
Yes, ma'am. Soft drink.
Soft drinks mixture of
Water, sugar, flavorings.
water, sugar, and flavors. Okay. Didi.
Smog.
Smog is a mixture of
Smoke and fog.
smoke and fog. Okay. Nitin.
Glass. It's a mixture of
Glass.
sand, rocks, and other minerals.
Sand, rock, other minerals. A rock is present in that?
Yes, ma'am.
Which
They
rock?
grind it, ma'am.
Hmm?
I think they grind it and then melt it to form glass. And
Rock is not there.
along with other minerals.
Minerals are not there. Minerals, we can't use the word mineral there.
Ma'am, then what is it, ma'am?
It's calcium carbonate, sodium carbonate, and
Yes.
sand. Sand, that is silica, only silica.
Okay, ma'am.
Only sand, that is silicate. That's it. Not
Yes,
the other particles. No, not the other rocks.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have
Then
a doubt, ma'am.
Nidhi. Nidhi done already.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Wait. Prithvi.
Ma'am, fruit salad.
Fruit salad is a mixture of
Fruits.
only fruits. Okay. Sahil.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the mixture is ethanol in water, ma'am.
Ethanol in water. Okay. Rajarshi.
Ma'am, fog.
Fog is
Water vapor and smoke.
smoke. That is smog.
And dust particles.
Yeah, dust particles and water vapors. Okay, Samruddha.
Ma'am, salt and pepper.
Salt and
Pepper.
pepper. Okay. Sanjana.
Shaving cream.
Shaving cream is a mixture of
Soap, glycerin.
soap and glycerin. Okay. Sia. Yes, Sia.
Ma'am, iodized salt,
Iodized salt is a mixture of
iodine and salt.
iodine and salt. Okay, you're fine. Tarun.
Explosives,
Explosives mixture of
RDX, TNT, some amount of ether, plastic.
yeah, fine. Vaibhavi.
Ma'am, pencil lead.
Pencil lead is a mixture of
Graphite, wax, and sand.
graphite, wax, and sand. Okay. Vidyut
Ma'am, stainless steel.
is a mixture of
Ma'am, iron. Ma'am, iron and another metal. I forgot the name, but it's an alloy, right? I had a doubt whether alloys are mixtures.
yes, alloys are mixtures.
Yeah. Ma'am, I forgot what it.
Cobalt, nickel,
forgot it.
carbon.
Yeah.
Cobalt, nickel, carbon, and iron.
Cobalt, nickel.
Vijay.
Okay.
Vijay. Yes, Vijay. Are you there? Vijay, are you there? Gone. Vishal?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, chocolate,
Chocolate is a mixture of
milk and cocoa powder.
milk and cocoa powder. Okay, good. Most of you have told the examples of now. Property is clear, everyone. Mixture properties, have you clear with?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone? Properties of the mixture, that's you always remember in accordance with the compound properties. How compound and mixtures are different from each other, that you need to know. So therefore, I always explain you these 5 properties of the compounds, what you can see on the board, and similar way the properties, how the mixtures are different from this, I have explained you. So can one by one, can you tell me the contrasting properties? Right now you can see the compound properties and exactly how the mixtures are different from these properties one by one. Can you tell? Tarun, first property, can you explain?
Ma'am,
First contrasting point.
that elements,
Compound mixtures.
ma'am, they can be easily separated.
One by one, yeah, you can see on the board 5 properties of compounds I have written.
Yes, ma'am.
So can you exactly, first is contrasting points, can you tell?
Ma'am, it is not a fixed in proportion, ma'am. It can be higher or lower.
Yeah, it can be any proportion. The 2 substances have been mixed. 1. Then Sanjana, can you tell the another contrasting property? Actually, in the
Yes,
first point,
ma'am.
there are 2 points I have written. One is in compounds, the elements combine chemically. That is a 1 property. And the second property, they have combined in fixed proportion. So just now Tarun 1 told, that is they are not mixed in fixed proportion. They varied proportions are present. 1. The second one, can you tell, Sanjana?
Yes, ma'am. Mixtures are not homogeneous because the composition is not uniform.
Mixtures are not homogeneous. Homogeneous actually composition is uniform, but there are again the difference here. We cannot consider that one as yeah, composition can be uniform as contrast with the compounds we can consider, but in that also there is some differences are there. Fine, that can be considered. Then Vaibhavi, can you tell the third property?
Ma'am, in the mixtures, like the elements do not retain, I mean, the substances which are getting mixed retain their original properties.
Yes, in mixtures, the elements or the substances which have been mixed, they retain their original properties, right? Then Sahil, next contrasting point.
Ma'am, the 5th one, ma'am.
Yeah, 4th one. Compounds, elements cannot be separated by any physical methods. What about the mixtures?
Ma'am, all the constituent elements cannot be separated by physical method because it needs a very...
This is happens in compounds. I'm asking about mixtures. In mixtures, what is a contrasting point for this particular point? Contrasting, that is opposite point the mixture possess. Vishal, can you tell?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, constituent elements can be separated by any physical methods.
Yes, right. They don't need any chemical process. By simple physical methods, constituent particles can be separated. Just like sand and water, by sedimentation, we can separate sand particles. Only by sedimentation and decantation is enough, or filtration is enough for it to separate them out. Salt and water, only evaporation method is enough for it to get water gets separated and the salt left behind. Okay. Then the last point. Ashish? Vanupriya came. Vanupriya was not there. Yes, Ashish, you tell.
Ma'am, for formation of compounds, you need energy like electricity, whereas for making mixtures, you can do it physically.
Yeah, this mixtures can be done by physical methods. It's not needed. Any energy involvement is not always necessary. Okay, so points, differentiating points clear between the compounds and mixtures. First exam, it will be asked for 3 marks. For the first time exam of this chapter, they will ask you this point, differentiate between the physical mixtures and compounds, and asked for 3 marks. So you need to write those 4 to 5 points. So I have already written here, you can write it down. The same points. And that's one more property I've left out, that is compounds are fixed melting and boiling point, but mixtures, because they are the composition is not same everywhere, so they do not have the fixed melting or boiling points. That is one point I have left, I have not written. So right now you can write it down as a differentiating points of properties of compounds and properties of mixtures.
Ma'am, ma'am, you are given us the motion questions, ma'am. I have some doubts.
At the end, I can explain you.
Ma'am?
The
Ma'am,
last,
which was
at
the
the end.
point you did not write?
Second one.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Then, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Everyone completed?
1 minute. Done, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So next we have to turn into the part of mixtures now. Mixtures in detail we have to learn. Compounds part, this is only the things you have to learn about the compounds, and next we have to go through the mixtures. Now mixtures, just now we have seen these are the substances which are mixed two or more matters, mixture of two or more matters which can be separated by any physical methods are known as mixtures, and their composition is not uniform throughout. That means it is everywhere they are not equally mixed.
Distributed.
Distributions. Such as mixture of salt and water, mixture of sugar and water, mixture of different gases, that is the air, etc. All these are the mixtures. Now mixtures are of two types again. Mixtures further divided into two types. Actually, there are more than this kind of substances. That's homogeneous and heterogeneous. One. So homogeneous means the two substances has mixed so equally, so properly, that is they cannot be seen. This boundary of separation cannot be seen properly. That means if you mix sugar and water, after that, or salt and water, and completely stir it, so you have seen that it is dissolved. So is it possible to say that its components can you see clearly? Do you see its components clearly?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
We cannot see anything. Even in a water also, whatever you drink water, it is also a mixture. It is not a pure distilled water we are not drinking. It also a mixture of many minerals. Do you recognize where minerals are present? By seeing only, by visibly, can you tell that it is a minerals are present? This is a mineral is present here. This is a mineral in that glass of water. Can we say that?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
That means those are properly mixed, uniformly mixed. After those so properly dissolved, that is, we cannot separate. We cannot see the separate boundaries of separation cannot be seen clearly. But if you see oil and water, when oil is mixed into water, what happens? You see the boundary of separation. You can see the components in that. Oil separately and water separately. You can see. In case of sand, when you dissolve in water, it won't dissolve it. So what will happen? You can see the sand particles in the water. Are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So we are able to see the sand particles. So that means there is a separation. The components can be easily visible. So that way, the one type of a mixture in which components are not visible. So they are mixed so easily, so uniformly, that is the boundary of separation cannot be seen clearly. So those we call as homogeneous mixtures. Like acid and water, when it is mixed, then also we cannot say which part is acid and which part is water. Or even you make a lemonade. So do you see that is this part is the lemon juice is present and this part is the water present, this part is the sugar present. Can you tell like that? They have been mixed uniformly. They have been mixed so uniformly that is we cannot say anywhere. By naked eyes we cannot see the components of that solution. So that kind of a substances, that kind of a mixtures we call as homogeneous mixtures. And where we are able to see the components clearly, those we call as heterogeneous mixtures. So here, I think so here. You can see that is a pizza whenever it is made. Very good example for you. Pizza whenever it is made. So you can see all the toppings over it uniformly. You are able to see them. All the things, capsicum is present, or any mushroom is present, paneer is present, or any of the part of vegetable is present over this, that can be seen clearly. Though it is a mixture, all have been mixed together. but you are able to recognize them separately. You are able to see them clearly. That means it is a heterogeneous mixture. Even when you put oil into water, mixture can be done. So oil and water droplets you can see separately. So that is a heterogeneous mixture. But in case of coins, which is made up of steel, are you able to check out which components are present in that coin?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. Beside that, the diagram of salt and water solution is that. Yeah, are you able to see the salt particles?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
But it
Just
is
the
a
water.
mixture. But it is a mixture.
Yes, ma'am.
So that means it is a homogeneous mixture.
Homogeneous.
Ma'am, soda and water is heterogeneous mixture.
No,
ma'am,
it is
because we can-
homogeneous. It is homogeneous.
Ma'am, we
Can
can
you
see
see
the soda
this?
particles.
Soda particles, you cannot see the bubbles.
Ma'am, those
coming out.
bubbles.
The bubbles are coming out. Those are not the this one.
Ma'am, bubbles are carbon, right?
Dioxide, carbon dioxide. Can you
Yes,
see
yes.
bubbles are formed? But can you see the carbon dioxide present in that?
No, ma'am.
After some time, if it is, you keep it as it is. After some time, are you able to see that bubbles?
No, ma'am.
We cannot see it.
You cannot see. In the beginning, you can see because it is under pressure, it is present in that container. So in the beginning, when you open it, the pressure is released. So at that time, you are able to see those bubbles. But after some time, carbon dioxide is present in the cold drink, but can you see them? Can you see those bubbles?
No, ma'am, we cannot.
But still,
see
carbon dioxide is present in that water. It's clear. So soda water is a homogeneous mixture. Tea.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, how can we consider a coin and water as homogeneous mixture?
Coin
ma'am?
and
'Cause we
water are
don't-
two different things.
Yes, ma'am. But then we can't consider
Coin.
it as homogeneous. Yes, ma'am.
Why? Why
Because
cannot?
because we don't know if they have uniform composition throughout, right?
Why cannot you say that?
Ma'am, we don't know if they
You
are
can
like,
see the boundary of separation. That is, the coin is made up of steel. Can you see that is iron is seen visibly and cobalt is seen and chromium can be seen?
No,
Carbon
ma'am.
is seen in that.
No.
So steel means steel. The steel container, if you take it, if it is this one, I have a stapler. Can you say anywhere here is a steel? This is fully made up of steel. So can you see where is the separation of boundaries of four this one elements are present in it? Can you see the separation?
No, ma'am.
If I melt it, this is in the solid state. If I melt it, can you find out separation of boundaries can be seen? Do you recognize this part is the iron is
ma'am.
present,
No,
this part
ma'am.
is this one?
No, ma'am.
We cannot. So therefore, alloys are homogeneous mixtures.
Okay, ma'am.
Uniform composition, don't consider that is a percentage. Percentage is not same, but they are mixed properly. Proper mixing has been done and separation, boundary of separation, that means the components are not visible to us. Under electronic microscope also, we are not able to see those mixed components.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so only by molecular level, when you are not electronic microscope, under microscope also the particles cannot be seen when they dissolve into each other. Only when we see the molecular structure, that's while doing only, that's we got to know that is it is made up of that things. After that, we cannot recognize it. Okay, yes, Aditya?
Ma'am, what if in sugar solution, sugar is dissolved, but after saturation point, the sugar cannot be dissolved. So is it a heterogeneous mixture then?
After that, it will become, because there is no space left out for that to get accumulated.
Thank you, ma'am.
So here I have written already, homogeneous mixtures cannot see the different parts of the mixtures. So those are homogeneous mixtures. These are solutions. Those form the solution. Next, I will explain you what are solutions, suspensions, and colloids. Then liquids are stable and typically won't settle. So whenever we kept it undisturbed, those solutions, the homogeneous mixtures, when kept undisturbed for some duration, in the liquid case, only in the aqueous or liquid cases, when we kept them without touching, without disturbing it, the particles won't settle down. You keep it for 1 year also, salt and sugar particles, salt and water solution, the salt won't settle down. But in case of sand and water, what will happen?
Sand will settle down.
Sand will, after 2 to 3 hours, if you keep it, the full sand particles will settle down after that. It's clear? So that means those are unstable. So in such cases, when the particles settle down, that means we call them as the solutions are unstable. solutions are not there, the mixtures are unstable, we call it as, because solutions are always stable. They do not settle down. They are remain mixed uniformly throughout the solution. Particles remain mixed throughout the solution. Okay, is that clear about the homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures?
Yes, ma'am.
So in main criteria to recognize this, the boundary of separation can be seen and boundary of separation cannot be seen. In heterogeneous mixtures, the boundary of separation are easily seen, and in heterogeneous mixtures, heterogeneous mixtures, they are seen. In homogeneous mixtures, they are not seen. They are properly mixed, uniformly mixed. So therefore, and this happens. Why this happens? That is because of the size of components mixing. If the size of substance which is you are supposed to mix it, it is very, very small, then they are properly get mixed, because the space of another substance in which it is getting mixed matter, type of a matter in which it is first substance is mixed, that size is bigger, the smaller size, the solute particles we call as a solute and solvent. You already learned in earlier classes. Solute is the substance which we are going to mix, and the solvent is a substance, type of a matter in which we are adding solute, mixing solute. So solute, when mixed into solvent, the particles of solute are very, very, very small. It is of the size 1 nanometer. Nanometer means 1 billionth part of a meter. 1 meter is 1 billion parts. If you divide it, each part is called as 1 nanometer. So that is the size of the solute particles, and hence those are so easily mixed, so they cannot be seen by our naked eyes. So that way the solutions are prepared, homogeneous mixtures are prepared. And heterogeneous mixture, the particle size is bigger enough, so that's the reason they cannot get accommodated in between the solvent particles, and hence those particles can be seen clearly with sometimes with our naked eyes, or sometimes in the a microscope we are able to see them. Is that clear? This happens because of the size of solid particles.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, solvent can be liquid, gas, anything?
Anything, yes, it can be anything.
Okay.
In a coin, if you take an example of a coin, that is a alloys, if you take examples, a homogeneous mixture is a alloy is a homogeneous mixture. In alloy, what we are doing? Solid is mixed into solid.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there are gases are mixed into gas. That is a air example. Gas can be mixed into liquid. That is oxygen is dissolved in water. Dissolved oxygen in a water is a mixture of gas into liquid. Salt into water is a this one. It is a homogeneous mixture of solid into liquid. Liquid can be mixed into solid. That is a this one example. Shaving gel is an example of that. Dust is mixed into air. That is again that is also example of a solid into gas. So the solvent can be anything. It's not needed to be always water, or it is not needed to be always liquid. It can be solid also, liquid also, and gaseous also. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Then write down types of mixtures: heterogeneous and homogeneous mixtures.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please scroll up a bit? I wanted to see mixtures part. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Write the definition of mixture. So here you can differentiate between elements, compounds, the molecular level, particular level. If you go to the mixtures, the diagram is here. Elements, compounds, mixtures, homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. So here pure substance. It is a uniform composition. No need. So here elements, only one type of a particle can be seen. Here the mixture of particles are there, but they have been uniformly mixed together. So everywhere the same type of molecule, purple and green dots have been mixed together. So that means here the composition, they have been mixed properly. All are similar molecule made by one atom of green color, one atom of purple color. They have been combined to form one molecule, and everywhere only these molecules can be seen. So that is a compound. Here mixtures, composition is not fixed, but here at least everywhere the substances are mixed. At every part there is the pair of green and purple is not there. That means they have been merely mixed together and present, but it is uniformly spread out. Here non-uniformly spread out. So due to presence of non-uniform spreading, we are able to see them. Here uniformly they get distributed, so therefore cannot be seen clearly with our naked eyes. And that is also one reason is due to their size. Because of the size, we are not able to see them clearly. Okay, so write down mixtures.
Ma'am, can you scroll down to homogeneous mixtures? 1 second, ma'am. Thank
First,
you.
write down the definition. You have written this definition?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone?
No, ma'am.
So write down first.
No,
First
ma'am.
write
No,
down.
ma'am. Can you?
Yeah.
Just a minute.
Write down. I'm giving you time.
Can you scroll it down just for a minute?
1 second. Everyone write it. I will scroll down immediately. Wait for a second. 1 second.
I'm done.
Ma'am, could you scroll it down, ma'am?
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done that one?
No, ma'am.
Not
Just
yet, ma'am. 1 second, ma'am.
I'm done.
Could you please wait for 2 minutes, ma'am?
What happened?
Just the last 2 points. Thank you, ma'am.
Differentiating points. This is asked for 2 marks. So 4 points you have to write. Homogeneous and heterogeneous.
And the previous one only I wrote in differentiating.
Right now also write down again. These are homogeneous mixtures are called solutions and these are called suspensions or colloids. They have been divided further. Substances are uniformly distributed and here these substances are unevenly distributed. These are not visible to the naked eyes but visible no, under electronic microscope only they are visible. So don't write this point, the visible through microscope. They are not visible to the naked eyes. That's it, only write down this. And these are easily visible to the naked eyes as well as also through microscope. Particles, the size of the particle appears smaller in size and these are smaller or larger in size. Colloids are smaller, suspensions are larger.
Ma'am, should we write about the microscope, ma'am, in this?
I told you don't write that.
Yes.
Done?
2 minutes.
Ma'am, done.
Ma'am, in heterogeneous, the third point, should we write about the microscope in that one?
Heteroscope, yes, there you can.
Thank you, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay.
And just the last point.
Here one more point, write it down. On homogeneous part, the boundaries of separation cannot be seen. Last point of homogeneous, boundaries of separation cannot be seen.
Ma'am, could you repeat it again?
Boundaries of separation cannot be seen. And clear boundaries of separation seen.
I'm done.
Done.
Okay, so till now what we have learned, this is summarized here. Matter occupies space, possess mass, or may exist in solid, liquid, gases. It is occur in nature in two forms. In a form of pure substance, that is matter having the invariant chemical composition and distinct properties. And here mixture consists of two or more pure substances that retain their individual identities and can be separated by physical methods. So further, pure substances are divided into elements or compounds. Elements, fundamental substance, cannot be separated into simpler substances by chemical methods. Compounds, substances composed of two or more elements in a fixed proportion, can be separated into simpler substances or elements only by chemical method, And electrolysis is considered under chemical method. Here, mixtures are further divided into homogeneous and heterogeneous. Mixtures having the uniform composition and properties throughout, it is called a solution. Heterogeneous mixtures not uniform in composition and properties throughout. So that is everywhere the properties are not exactly similar. So that will be a heterogeneous mixture. And they can be separated by any physical methods, that is filtration, distillation, or crystallization method. So that one by one we have to study in this chapter. So these are a few examples. Iron metal is an element. Table salt, that is a common salt what we eat, we use in cooking, that is a common salt. NaCl is a compound. Apple juice and salad dressing, so both of them are mixtures. Out of that, apple juice consists of water and the different minerals present in the apple. So those are not seen visibly, means all the components cannot be seen visibly. So therefore it is a homogeneous mixture. But salad dressing has a salad present inside that is consist of the many fruit components. So that's thickness. In that you can see the different components also. So in a salad, when we cut fruit salad or a vegetable salad, we can see the different vegetables and different fruits present in them. So therefore it is a heterogeneous mixture. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Till now what
yes,
we have learned, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The same thing again here.
Yes,
In a molecular level, if you see, single type of particle, different types of particles, but composition of every molecule is exactly same. One molecule consists of 3 atoms, but that same structure is seen throughout. Now here different substances in different composition, but uniformly mixed. And here non-uniformly mixed. Here it is uniformly mixed, here non-uniformly mixed. So the particles settle down, the heavier particles settle down. So therefore it is heterogeneous. And here homogeneous, this tea with sugar. Tea, sugar mixed together here. In this one, tea and sugar mixed together. So they are uniformly everywhere, uniformly distributed. Distribution is there, but uniform distribution. Here it is uneven distribution. Wet sand. Sand, when you dissolve in water, sand particles settle down. So there is a composition can be seen easily. Here composition cannot be seen easily. So therefore this is homogeneous and this is heterogeneous. Now take example, and from this can you tell the differences? Classify each as the homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Soda water is
Homogeneous.
Homogeneous.
Wood is
Homogeneous.
Wood is not homogeneous. It is
Heterogeneous.
It's heterogeneous. Composition is not same everywhere. Air
Heterogeneous.
Yes.
Can you see all the gases separately?
Ma'am, it's homogeneous.
Homogeneous.
So it is under 2 conditions. Air, only the mixture of gases, absence of dust particles. Then it is homogeneous. But when dust particles are present, so dust particles we can see clearly.
Yes, ma'am.
So in that case, it is heterogeneous. So with dust particles, it is heterogeneous. Without dust particle, it is homogeneous.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Ma'am, in the exam, ma'am, if they ask like is air homogeneous or
Homogeneous. You are writing homogeneous.
Okay.
Soil?
Heterogeneous.
Heterogeneous. Different rock particles you can see clearly. Vinegar?
Homogeneous.
Vinegar is a mixture of
Apple cider.
No. Vinegar is acetic acid in water. Vinegar
Ma'am,
is
could you
a
repeat it again, ma'am?
vinegar is a acetic acid and water. 5 to 8% of acetic acid present in water is called as vinegar.
Yes.
Okay, and that is uniform homogeneous mixture. Filtered tea after filtration.
Homogeneous.
It's homogeneous. It's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now
Yes, ma'am.
another example. Tell alloys.
Homogeneous.
Homogeneous.
You keep writing these all things. Keep writing these answers. Which is homogeneous or heterogeneous? That is homo, hetero. You can write with the example because there is a confusion. Sometimes it occurs a confusion. Glass.
Homogeneous.
Homogeneous.
Glass is homogeneous. Then I told alloy. Alloy is also homogeneous.
Homogeneous.
Then write down tincture of iodine. Tincture of iodine. That is also important one.
Tincture of iodine is homogeneous, right?
Iodine. It's homogeneous. It is what? It is a mixture of.
Ma'am, can you spell tincture?
I've written there. Tincture of iodine is a mixture of iodine in alcohol. Iodine and alcohol. Cough syrup.
Homogeneous.
Why it is written on a medicine? Check well before use. Why it is
Ma'am,
written?
in case you have any allergies or something.
Because the particles settle down.
Particles settle down. So where in which one particles will settle down?
Heterogeneous.
Heterogeneous. So cough syrup is a
Heterogeneous.
heterogeneous mixture. Okay, let me find out other examples. Then milk.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Homogeneous.
Ma'am, soil soil contains minerals as well, ma'am. So how can that become heterogeneous?
It is, but the components, all the components of cannot be seen.
Milk is heterogeneous.
Yes, Vaibhavi.
Yes, ma'am.
We can't see them.
Ma'am, we can't see
Under
minerals, but we can
microscope.
see rock.
Under microscope.
We can see.
Then. Okay. It's clear. Milk.
Heterogeneous.
Why heterogeneous?
Homogeneous.
Fat solid particles in it.
What?
Homogeneous.
We cannot see the vitamin and minerals mixed, ma'am. Protein,
Other
we cannot
components.
see it.
Other components you cannot see.
Ma'am, you can.
Fat, can you see or not?
That's what I was saying. Fat particles can be seen.
Fat can be seen.
And like solid.
It is heterogeneous mixture.
Where, ma'am? We can't see fat in milk.
When you boil it, what you see above the milk?
Oh,
the
that.
thicker cream.
Ma'am, but then that is during boiling, no, ma'am.
If you this one also without boiling also, if you churn it, that means in a mixer, if you mix it, what you will get at the top?
Ma'am, but then we are carrying
voice
out
break.
some sort
Yes,
of
ma'am.
like
Process
physical
over it.
process.
Yes, you have to do it.
Ma'am, I think it is heterogeneous.
Milk is a heterogeneous mixture.
Okay, ma'am. Non-uniform solution, ma'am.
Yeah, it's non-uniform, and this is particles can be easily. That's why centrifugation method we can easily separate the components.
Ma'am, also ice water also, no, ma'am. Ice water.
Ice water is ice only. That is a compound. Ice water is a water only, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Frozen so water is a frozen water. Is a this one? It's not mixture. It is a water, a normal compound. But if it is consist of the tap water when we consider or sea water when we consider, then it is a mixture of minerals and water. It's clear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other example? Fog.
Heterogeneous.
heterogeneous mixtures. Okay. Now, how to find out? This is somewhat difficult to differentiate between the homogeneous and heterogeneous. There are some criteria which again makes it much easier. So what are those methods? That is, for that you need to know the further separation of these homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous mixtures are also called as solutions. So mixtures further are divided into solutions, suspensions, and colloids. All the homogeneous mixtures comes under solution, which we also call as true solutions. True solutions. The sand and water is a mixture. It is not a solution. So solutions are all homogeneous mixtures are called as solutions. Solution, that is a true solutions. Okay. So in that properties are they have been mixed uniformly. Single phase can be seen whenever 2 or 3 substances mixed together. They have been seen as a single substance. It cannot be seen as a different substances. So instead of we call as a substances, we call it as a single phase or more than one phases. Phase we can consider as. When you see sand and water, when you mix sand into water, you can see 2 different things in it. You see 2 different things in that one. So that means those we call as each parts we call as phases. One phase, that is a dirty water is a one phase, and the sand which settle down, that is a second phase. So that way there are 2 phases. But in solutions you can see only one single substance can be seen. It cannot be seen as a 2 different substances. There is no separations can be seen. 2 different colors also we cannot see them. If that solution has a color, we cannot see the different colors in it. So that means it is a this is solution, and in that the phase is 1. So when you see the bottle, when you see, don't leave see the water, only bottle is there. Can you see anywhere? It is a mixture. It is not a single one compound. It is a mixture of the compounds are present. Many mixtures have been combined. So in that one, can you see anywhere separation? The color it is present. It has a color. So can you see anything separately? A single phase you can see. Bottle, container you can take only. Container, it is a one solution. It is a mixture. Okay. So here you can see that bottle from which the component from which that bottle is made. I am talking about that component, that is a plastic. Yes, Manish. Yes, Manish, any doubt?
No, ma'am, it happened by mistake.
Okay. So here the single phase, when you see the salt and water mixture, so can you see any different things in that one? Everywhere you can see only the clear solution. So that is the solution, that is a homogeneous mixture. That means it consists of only one phase. Another thing, that is the size of the particle. So size of the particle, solute particles. We call it is as a phase, substances. In a solution, there are 2 components. One is called solute component, that is the substance which is mixed into another substance. That means the substance type of a matter which is taken into a smaller quantity, and the type of a matter which is taken in a larger quantity. So whichever is taken into the smaller quantity, we call that as solute, and which is taken into the larger quantity, that we call as a solvent. When salt is added to water, water is a solvent and the salt is solute. When oxygen is dissolved in water, then oxygen is a solute, water is a solvent. Air, in the air, different gases have been mixed. Whose composition is more?
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen. So now here nitrogen will become a solute. So sorry, solvent, and the other will become this one, and other will become solute.
Solute.
Oxygen is a lesser quantity.
Ma'am, second, right? Oxygen.
So second. So it is a oxygen is a solute. Carbon dioxide is a solute. A water vapor is a solute, and nitrogen is a solvent will become there, because the component which is taken in a larger quantity will become a solvent, and the component which is taken into the smaller quantity, that we consider as a solute. Iodine, tincture of iodine. Iodine, the small amount of iodine is mixed with the alcohol. So alcohol is a solvent and iodine is a solute. In alloys also, whose composition is more. So when we take a stainless steel, iron, cobalt, nickel, and carbon is taken. So in that, iron is taken always in a larger quantity. So iron will become a solvent, and the other components, other metals will become a solid particles. Okay, so here in solutions, the size of the solute is very, very, very small. It is near about 10 to the power minus 9 meter. So it is too small size, too small sized. So therefore they are not able to see us when
Ma'am,
they
it's
are
lesser than a
broken
micron.
into what? It's
Others
much lesser than
lesser than
micron.
micron.
Lesser than micron. Micron is 10 to the power minus 6 and these are 10 to the power minus 9.
So
3 times.
0.001
1000
micron.
times lesser than a micron. 1000 times lesser than a micron is a nanometer. Okay, so that much size smaller particles. So therefore, when they break, when they dissolve, means what happens? They break into smaller components. Single particles will be separated. So that's the reason we are not able to see it. It's clear? And all the solutions are transparent. All solutions are transparent. So what do you mean by transparent now?
Ma'am, could be looked through.
It's clear.
It's
It's
clear. That
clear,
means
yes,
it
ma'am.
is.
We can
We
look
can
through it.
see
We
through
look
it.
through.
Anything which is present on the other side of that solution, we are able to see it. So all the solutions are transparent solutions. Now you tell about the
Ma'am, can you
synthesis
repeat?
alloys.
Sorry.
All the solutions are transparent. So when you now you will tell about the alloys. No one has asked question. Just now I told you all solutions are transparent. So can you see through coin?
No, ma'am.
Man, the
Then how can
transparent.
you?
Man, those solutions, man, they're actually liquid is dissolving small bits of solid. That's why and it's a transparent material. Whereas metal, like it blocks light. It is solid, has high density, not transparent. So there's no point.
It is a point. I'm telling alloys are also solutions and all solutions are transparent in the liquid state.
Man, but when they cool down, they
Alloys,
won't be.
after cooling down, they won't be. So that's what I'm telling you. In liquid state, all are transparent solutions. So when we melt them, so alloys,
milk
how are
is
they
not
melted?
transparent, no ma'am. We cannot see through milk.
Milk is not a solution. All homogeneous mixtures are solutions. Milk is a homogeneous mixture. Is milk a homogeneous?
No, ma'am.
No.
It's
So that
heterogeneous.
means it's heterogeneous. So
Heterogeneous.
they are not transparent. Only solutions are transparent, not suspensions or colloids. So solutions are transparent in nature. In alloys, when we melt them, at that time in the liquid state, if we keep it in a glass container, we can easily see through them. So they are transparent there also. Air, we are able to see through the air, no? It is a homogeneous mixture. If the more dust is present, fog is present, dust and fogs are heterogeneous mixture, so we cannot see through them. But only air is fresh air is present, that is a mixture of many gases. At that time, we can easily see through them. It is a transparent solution.
I have a doubt, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, Aditya.
Ma'am, I forgot. Let me remember.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, Vidya.
What's the exact what's the exact difference between colloids and?
One by one, I'm going through. First, right
Yes,
now,
ma'am.
solutions.
What is tincture of iodine used for?
Ointments for wounds.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm explaining all the composition or comparison quantity. Just now you have seen the colloid suspensions are heterogeneous mixtures. So right now you know about the heterogeneous. That is only remember it.
Abba,
Remaining things I will
phone do.
explain you again.
मैं अपना phone दो एक second.
Sahil, your microphone is on.
Sorry.
Ma'am,
One by one, I will come to the contrasting point in the next class.
Ma'am, is solder a homogeneous substance?
Solder, yes, it is alloy. Solder is alloy. All alloys are homogeneous.
Ma'am, then when we melt it, it's not transparent, ma'am. You said in its liquid state, it is transparent.
Yeah. When in a liquid state, when you keep it in a more quantity, it is transparent. When it is in the liquid state, it gets solidifies immediately.
Yes, ma'am, but it is like, it's only shiny, not transparent.
It can be, if you see through it easily.
Ma'am, I'm not able to see the screen.
I'm not showing anything.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Okay. So this one we will come back right now. Okay, 241 now. Fine. So solutions are all the homogeneous mixtures are solutions. They are transparent and they are one more property they possess, that is they are stable. All the solutions are stable. That means when we keep it for longer duration, they do not settle down. The solid particles do not settle down. They remain mixed, uniformly distributed, uniformly within the solution. They do not settle. Solid particles, not there. Solid particles do not settle down. Okay, that is one. And one more property they possess, the important, they can easily pass through. Particles of the solids are so small that is they can easily pass through filter paper. They cannot be separated by filtration process. They can easily pass through filter paper. That happens because the solid particles is too small size. So for the solutions, we cannot separate them by the method of filtration. They can easily pass through semi-permeable membranes also. They can pass through filter paper, they can pass through semi-permeable membrane also because the size of the particle is too small. Okay, that is one property. Another property is they show Tyndall effect. So what is Tyndall effect? I need to explain you properly. So I will explain you in the next class. Okay. So today we will stop here, and then you would have completed the first physics, worksheet I've given you. I'm giving you second one. That's also you have to finish it, as you have next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday, you will be having the MCQ test on the motion chapter.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am. I actually had a doubt in motion.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, yeah,
Thank
tell
you.
me.
The worksheet.
Yeah.